All right, guys, we're back. Live cast number 2 of the day. Special guest today, Trinity from Catch Some Relief. It's a CBD product that a lot of the guys are using nowadays. We've got Bill McDonald gonna join us as well to share a little testimonial on the product. Um, CBD oil, good, bad. We're gonna get all sides of it. We're gonna hear about the benefits. Trinity is truly an expert in the CBD market. Um, so I'm going to cut right to it and bring him on in here. What's up, Trinity? How you doing, man?
Hey, good. How's it going, bud? Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, excited to have you on and talk a little CBD and the benefits and get your
You've given
take
me,
on it.
yeah, you've given me something to jump right off on there by saying CBD oil to start the show there. Please, people, stop using CBD oil. It's not bad for you. It's just not bioavailable. You don't absorb it very well. And so it's hard to get the proper dosage for or the proper amount of milligrams that you need from a CBD oil. Catch and Relief does not sell CBD oil at all, the tincture form that goes under your tongue. And the reason is because it's not bioavailable for the customer. So the customer ends up wasting, 70 to 75, 80% of the product that they pay for.
See, I learned something already. Been on here all of about 30 seconds and getting educated. Um,
There you go. Well, yeah, oil and water doesn't mix. Your body's
that's a
mostly
fact.
water, and you're trying to put an oil to it, and it's just not a. Think about it. Do you take any other medications by holding it under your tongue like a tincture, like you did in the 30s? So
No, absolutely not. And I mean, the one thing about the CSR is it comes in a variety of different ways to use it.
sure,
And we'll get into that. I'm going to go ahead and bring Bill onto the stream as well.
right on.
Billy, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Uh-oh. Got his mic muted or something.
I'm
There it
trying to
goes.
unmute it. Hey, how we
There
doing,
you go. What's happening, buddy?
guys?
How you doing? Uh-oh. I think he must have bad service, Trinity. We'll knock him off here for
Oh,
a minute. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Talk a little bit
okay.
about Catch Some Relief and how you got started in it and what's going on with the
Yeah,
company
sure.
right now.
Well, brief bio on myself. I started the first hemp dispensary in the state of Tennessee back in June of 2018. This was before CBD was very prevalent and certainly before the hemp legislation was signed federally. So Tennessee had a pilot program where you were allowed to grow high CBD hemp, and we were the first ones to go up there and grow it and then also sell it as a smokable form in a store as a dispensary. What I initially realized within just a couple of hours of having people in the store is that CBD helps tremendously with inflammation and anxiety. Nothing's really changed on that first anecdotal evidence. Just more studies come out of how impactful it is for those two symptoms. So we started and I opened 5 dispensaries in 112 days. Since sold those dispensaries and we started catching relief right like 2 weeks before COVID hit. So great time to start the company. But we got some really good feedback from some professional fishermen on the MLF and from our products. And like you said, there's different vehicles to drive CBD home essentially. So there's you treat it from your inflammation from the inside out or the outside in. Outside in being a simple topical, such as this pain stick. It's just a roll up. Uh, Pain stick, you rub that on anywhere you have inflammation pain. It reduces it about 8 to 12 minutes. Same thing with the pain cream. You're going to hear a lot about the pain cream from Bill McDonald. This is one of his favorites. Oops, sorry.
There you go.
Uh, and it's just a heavy cream with 2,000 milligrams of CBD per 2 ounce container. This is one of the highest strength CBD creams you'll find on the market at $40 retail on our website and even cheaper in some retail stores that we're distributing with Big Rock. And I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But this is the lowest priced CBD cream that you'll find at that milligram strength by far, by $40 to $100 cheaper than a 2,000 milligram. We also have patches. Again, topical. You can cut this patch, and I'm not going to open it because it's sealed. But you can cut this patch down into smaller sizes, so to use wherever you have that pain. So if it's just a tendon or if it's a small area, you don't have to use the whole patch all at once. That's topicals. Those are great for treating the pain from outside in, localized inflammation. If you're suffering from fibromyalgia or arthritis or any of the autoimmune diseases that cause inflammation, then you're going to want to ingest CBD. One of the easiest ways is our drink drops. This is definitely the answer to the CBD tinctures out there. The reason this is different, you add this to any drink, you uptake 70 to 90% of the milligrams because it doesn't go through the first pass metabolism of the liver. This allows it to go straight to the blood-brain barrier, right into your system, and it's much more easy to properly find your efficacy level. Everybody's different. Everybody's system is different. So everybody takes in CBD in many different ways. We also have capsules, and they're also made with water-soluble CBD. So anything you ingest product-wise from Catch Some Relief is going to be made with water-soluble technology. This just allows it to absorb at a much higher rate, and it's much more medical delivery system than a tincture. So if you have inflammation or anxiety, CBD works great. It's proven in tests, it's proven in studies, it's proven in anecdotal evidence. And we have different ways to deliver it home. So if you have anxiety, you're going to want to ingest, whether it be the drink drops, the capsules, or even smoking the hemp works very well. These products, CSR products, are THC free, so there's no possible way that you can fail a drug test with these products. I did just mention smoking hemp. Hemp is going to have less than 0.3% THC in it. And since I can't tell you how your system works, I can't tell you how I absorb it or get rid of it. With it having THC in it, you do want to be careful if you have a drug test, if you're smoking hemp, or if you're even taking a tincture. Most tinctures on the market are less than 0.3% THC, which could possibly cause a drug test failure. With Catch Some Relief products, there's no possible way. This is just isolated CBD. There is 0% THC in it. So it's safe for everyone to take that has a possible drug test. Two things it does well, that's what I keep harping on, is inflammation and anxiety. And another thing to mention, and there's some THC people out there who are really, proud of THC, and honestly, THC and the prohibition of cannabis due to THC has really robbed the plant and us of all of these different cannabinoids. We have 113 to 168 different cannabinoids in cannabis, and only one psychoactive. That's the THC. So it's really taken away from all the other things that we need to feed our endocannabinoid system. The endocannabinoid system is a homeostatic system that helps promote healthy cell function through the central nervous system. It works with all your other organs to make sure everything's running at homeostasis. It's wildly important. You can feed it by taking broccoli, kale, a couple other green vegetables, but also cannabis. Cannabis feeds the endocannabinoid system very well. So I'm sure that's a lot more information than everybody's ready to hear, but that's the quick spill.
I'm definitely out of my element, but I know you are truly an expert on it. Here's the guy I want to hear from. Hopefully he'll be able to give us some real life experience, and that that goes a long ways with us fishermen, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Billy, what's going on, buddy? I think his screen is still frozen up there, Trinity. Maybe he'll try to join us back. It's so critical with these live shows when we're streaming this video to have. You can't have good service. You have to have excellent service. And any of our viewers that were watching before saw the Brian Smith debacle up on the St. Lawrence River. It was just not good enough service, but we're figuring it out.
Well, I mean, even the ultra professionals out there on the water have trouble getting service sometimes with their live feed. So I completely understand.
Sure they do. We'll give Billy a minute to get back on here. Let's talk a little bit about where people can find this stuff right now.
Well, currently we're distributing through Big Rock Sports. We're coming to ICAST. Bill coming in.
That's Bill. There he is. Can you hear us, Bill?
You guys hear me now?
Yeah, I think we
there you
hear
are.
you now.
As close to everything as I can possibly get. There you go.
That's
Uh-oh,
awesome.
he's sitting
Hey guys,
on the mode.
you know, the CSR is unbelievable product, and it's allowed me to continue to do what I'm doing. Something I know Trinity knows, Ricky, I'm sure you don't know, but while I was at the Potomac, I actually ruptured my bicep muscle. So I mean, I actually literally tore the tendon off my bicep muscle, and wasn't still even in tournaments. So I continue with the stream. You know, I made it through that deal, and 2 weeks ago, my season was done. Without a doubt. I mean, everybody told me I was done. There was no more fishing this year. I was going to be out for 4 to 5 months, 6 months, maybe rehab. Met with a surgeon last Wednesday. Surgeon told me, he said, can't fix it. There's nothing I can do. You've tore the tendon off of the muscle. There's nothing to reattach that muscle to. So with that being said, bummed out would be an understatement for me. Continued on physical therapy with a physical therapist. I'm like, what can I? He said, well, what do you want to do?
Breaking up for you, Trinity.
I said, well, I fish for 11. He said, well, how quick do you need to be fishing? I go, 2 weeks. And he said, let's work with some things.
Yeah,
So
it's just, Billy, it's
we
glitching
worked
so
on
bad.
some things there yesterday. All that being,
well, Trinity, we tried again. It's the joys of live. We'll get Billy back on at some point. Do you know if he's planning on coming to ICAST?
He is going to be at ICAST.
Yeah,
we worked out. He's got a busy schedule with all of his sponsors there, but he's going to be at our booth on Wednesday and Thursday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay, so we'll
he's going to give a good testimonial there. Yeah, he'll be there to give a good testimonial, and he'll he's definitely a proponent or a supporter of Catch and Relief. We're going to have we're unveiling a Achy Angler kit. So this is a sample kit of the paint stick, lip balm, the boost capsules, a little bit of the drink drops, and the pain cream sample. We're going to have that in a new product showcase at the ICAST there, and look forward to for everybody seeing that. And it's going to be on our website after ICAST for $25. You can sample all of our products very easily and get an idea of what you like.
Aren't there some capsules as well?
Yes, pain capsules. There's 50 milligram and 25 milligram capsules, the CBD. We also have the boost capsules. The boost capsules are a new product that we have that we're distributing through Big Rock. It's 25 milligrams of CBD and 25 milligrams of CBG. It's also 7 different terpene profiles, blend, B12, B6, and B8, and some green tea extract. So this little capsule packs a punch. It really provides focus through the anxiety reduction. If you're a fisherman and you wake up late for a tournament, your dog pooped on the carpet on the way out, you spilled your coffee, forgot to get gas, like all the different troubles, you still got to get out there and catch the fish.
Right.
These capsules are going to provide you with that energy, but also that anxiety reduction and the focus that CBG and CBD provide. I mentioned earlier the 113 to 168 different cannabinoids. You've got CBD and CBG and THC are just 3 of 168 that we know of, and in the future, in 5 to 10 years, there's going to be much more availability for different cannabinoids. So you're going to start to see cannabinoids used as a natural way of helping, if not curing, things that are ailing our bodies that we're using pharmaceuticals for currently. And it's an exciting time for cannabis and cannabinoids, and really like to make a distinct difference between THC psychoactive abilities, and I'm not beating up on THC. THC is medicinal. It turns off the pain receptors a lot like a painkiller does, and an opioid. It's going to help with some analgesic effects. It's got tremendous benefits, but it's just one of those cannabinoids, and all these other cannabinoids have properties that are really good for your body also. So yeah, whether you want capsules or the drink drops, this small bottle right here, that's only 15 milliliters. And this is 750 milligrams in that 15 milliliters. If you take 10 drops a day, or 20 drops a day, I'm sorry, that's a 1 month supply. 10 drops a day is a 2 month supply in that small bottle. So
Right.
Everybody should be using CBD on a daily basis. And I say taking CBD on a daily basis just for arterial inflammation. That's number one killer in our country. Heart attack, strokes, heart disease, those are all due to arterial inflammation. And CBD has been shown in studies to help with arterial inflammation.
So when would you, and I know we've talked about this before, but it's a little confusing to me still. When would you use the drops over the capsules?
I really like the drops to find your efficacy level because you can adjust how much you take. With each dropper, you are 10 drops is 12.5 milligrams of CBD. So you can take that multiple times a day, and you still wouldn't equal 150 milligram capsule. So once you get to that 50 milligram capsule, you're married to that capsule. That's how much you take. That's how much it is. Some people don't need that much CBD, especially not at once. CBD is not active in your system after about 4 to 6 hours. So it's kind of, it's not going to cure the problems of your inflammation, but it's going to help relieve that inflammation. So it's kind of you need to have it in your system a good bit. Some people do. So the drink drops are very easy to take, very easy to meter your dosage. And it's tremendous for finding your efficacy level. I encourage clients that are starting a CBD regimen to keep a journal. How much water have you had? How much exercise have you had? How much food, what have you eaten? How do you feel an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours later after you've taken it? That way you can tell how much you actually need, because you could take this whole bottle and put it into a drink, and all you would be doing is wasting the CBD. You wouldn't hurt yourself. You would just waste the CBD. You're not going to have more inflammation reduction capabilities if you take a whole lot more. Like, it's not just going to go away completely. So once you've found your efficacy level, that's all the CBD you need to take for that period of time. So any more that you take, you're just wasting. So when people say, well, I need the 50 milligram capsules because I have extreme pain. Well, start with a lower dosage, not necessarily because it's dangerous, but because you can find that efficacy level. And really what I've been about is the wellness of cannabis and cannabinoids. And we want to help people make sure they take the right amount, that they get the relief that they need, and that they do it in an affordable fashion, because let's face it, CBD is not cheap right now. And, the market's not really where I would like to see it go. We're one of the only companies that talks water soluble a lot. Very few companies, people have it, nanotechnology and different things. But the scientist that makes our water soluble products was on the team that made Imodium AD water soluble. So we have some really good science behind it. It's patent pending process of the way that they make this water emulsification to where it goes through the blood-brain barrier. Smarter than I am, but it just uptakes very well and consistently.
Right. Definitely, definitely I've seen the benefits of it, the little bit we've been working together.
Yeah.
After a long week.
What's your favorite product? Yeah. What's your favorite product?
I like the drops, because for a couple reasons. It makes me drink water, which is something when we're out there doing what we do at these tournaments, it's you neglect everything about your body. And staying hydrated is definitely a big part of what we do at these tournaments. The fishermen, the videographers, the photographers. If you stay hydrated, you're ahead of the game right there. And just a couple drops here, a couple drops there. At the end of the week, my body is not hurting the way it normally would, and I'm not 20 anymore. So any advantage I can get, helps. Looks like Billy is back on. Let's see if we can bring him in one more time, and I want to hear the rest of that story. All right, Billy, let's try it again, buddy.
Hey guys,
No,
is it any better?
maybe we'll give it a try and see.
I don't know what all you guys heard, but I tore up my bicep. Okay, like I said, come off the 10.
Yeah,
so I've got what they call a Popeye arm right now.
Right.
Is it any good, Ricky, or keep going?
Yeah, I can hear you. Well, I could hear you.
Okay, so all that being said, I went to the physical therapist yesterday. They can't do surgery. They cannot fix it. So physical therapist goes, I noticed you're not getting medication listed. And I said, no. I said, I really don't want any pain medication. I said, I am doing, the CRS, the CBD cream. And he said, I'm being at 100%. He said, 100%, continue to use it. And it keeps me doing what I'm doing. So I'm going through physical therapy right now. Pain's very, very tolerable, very, very manageable. And like I said, every 3 to 4 hours, I'm putting some more cream on there to keep things going. And I'm working it really hard right now to try to get everything back. And like I said, I'm planning on being at the St. Lawrence here in 2 weeks. And so therapy's pretty tough right now, but we're going to get through that. And, come to ICAST, I'll be there at ICAST on Wednesday and Thursday. I'll be in a booth there with Trinity in it. But, guys, this is an alternative. And it's not just because I'm old, but I am. I know that. But we all hurt things. We all strain things. We do things more than we should, whether it's fishing, whether it's hunting, whether it's playing ball with the kids, or whatever you do in life. He said, you're going to have pains, you're going to have ailments. Find something that's 100% natural to take care of those issues. And like I said, without a doubt,
no side effects.
Trinity and the CSR group has keep me on. So, it's a simple product. It's like I said, I use the drink capsules a lot, or the drink drops. I love, like I said, I rub it on, like get to do, and another round there yet this afternoon. They're not
Billy, we're losing you again, man. Trinity, one thing that Billy said was it makes the pain manageable, and I think sometimes there's a misconception that you got a pain, you pull a muscle, you rub the cream on, and it'll be totally gone, and that's not always the case.
No, some pain, neuropathy pain, or discomfort. Sometimes it's not necessarily pain as much as discomfort. It can take that completely away. A headache, it can take that away. A toothache. We've even had people rub it on the outside of their cheek, and it's reduced inflammation. So when you reduce a little bit of inflammation, you reduce a lot of pain. Is the way it goes. So the way I like to say it is, if your pain's a 10, 9, 8, 7, then you're going to take it down to a 4, 3, 2, 1 kind of thing. And as the company name is, catch some relief. That's what you're doing. And the fishing industry and population, we're what? How many 70 something million bought fishing license or something in 2020? I can't remember the exact number, but that's right. We're sort of hard-headed about our pain, and we just feel like you have to just kind of bear through it, or like, I just take Advil. Well, that Advil is bad for your kidneys. Other pain medication, and some people even say alcohol. Like, that's not living a healthy life. That's masking it and not actually getting to the root of it. And that's not to say that you can't take the pain away completely using CBD. But what I mean by that is exactly what Bill's fixing to go through. He's got some intense physical therapy coming up, and he's going to be able to rub that cream on before he goes into physical therapy. Then even maybe when he takes a break in the middle of physical therapy, he can rub some more on. Then when he gets out of physical therapy, he can rub more on. This is going to keep that inflammation down. It's going to keep the pain down. It's going to allow him to work harder in physical therapy, and he's going to be able to build up all the muscles around that muscle to be able to complement that hurt area. So physical therapy offices are somewhere that do not understand the impact of CBD. They're using biofreeze, icy hot, Bengay. I'll go ahead and call them out. Aspercream, all those different things. Those things change the sensation of the skin. They do not take your pain away. What
Right.
they do is they trick your mind. So it's the same thing like you've heard. If your arm hurts, well, let me stomp on your toe. Well, now your toe hurts, so your arm doesn't hurt anymore. That's really what Icy Hot's doing. So it's not effective. This cream here is unscented for a reason. We could put menthol in it. Many CBD companies do put menthol and other cooling agents or heating agents. This is unscented. There's nothing to change the sensation of the skin because all it needs to do is to soak into the skin and reduce the inflammation in that area. So a hip is a very deep place to get a topical to. So if you have inflammation in the hip area, sometimes the cream won't help as much as it would like if you've got a bicep muscle problem or if you've got a back issue because it's close to the skin. That's where you're going to need to treat it inside out with an ingestible. So
Right. And I think that you do a really good job of letting people understand what they need for what's bothering them. The new product, the new capsule that you're coming out with. I think that's that's like something you take every day, regardless. To me, it would be something that I would take on a daily basis, whether I had pain or not. Of course,
well,
I do.
what's the market on energy drinks? 5-hour energy shots.
Yeah, exactly.
And what are you putting in your system there? Really, the
Garbage.
active ingredient is a mega dose of B12 is essentially what most of them are, and some
Right.
caffeine. You're getting this, you're getting the CBD, you're getting the CBG. We've got the 7-terpene blend. Terpenes are the first thing to burn off when you smoke cannabis. Is the first thing. That's the taste. That's the smell. It's just like an essential oil. It has its properties that are good for your body. This is a 7-terpene blend that is specifically for focus and energy that they've put together here. So these boost capsules we're very proud of. They're not just CBD or CBG, but they're across. They've got equal amounts of each, and they've also got some green tea extract for the little bit more of a boost. So you're going to want to take those in the morning or midday when you need that slump, when you would think to grab an energy drink.
I'm gonna
Without all
hit
those
you
side
up
effects.
Tuesday when I get there. Tuesday in Orlando, I'm gonna find you.
I got you. Hey, mentioning of Tuesday, we're going to set up Monday inside, but we're going to be exhibiting on the water as well.
All right.
At Tuesday from 10 to 2, we'll have a booth there also. We're giving out samples of the pain cream here. We're giving out some brochures and some just education, some stickers. We'll have a whole sample bag for everybody that comes by. We're just looking to make sure that everybody knows about Catch Some Relief and the benefits of CBD, and it's extremely safe to take. There's no side effects, and it's got CBD has as much, if not more, inflammation capabilities than a corticosteroid.
Right.
So let that sink in. It's incredible for those two things, and we're very happy with how we've helped a lot of different fishermen. We're going to have several different professional fishermen come by our booth there and give their testimonials on how they use CBD and how it's helped them. And they're not even I'm not even sponsoring them. I'm just giving them their products.
We'll definitely be creating some video for Bass 365 on there. Hey, Richard Hare. Hey, Moser Boy, what's going on? I think any way you look at it, the benefits outweigh any other option. Advil, we talked about that back in the day. I took a lot of Advil, and it's not good for your liver too. I think that's a benefit that I see from it.
These boost capsules are not going to go through the liver. They're going to go through the first pass metabolism. That's why CBD doesn't do well when you swallow it, because if it's not water soluble, because it does go through that first pass metabolism. That's why you have to take so much milligrams of ibuprofen to get the desired results. Right. And these are retail $5 for a 2-pack. You can take 1 or 2. If you take 2, you're definitely That's 100 milligrams of cannabinoids in 2 capsules. So those capsules are definitely an answer to the energy drinks and just the inflammation that you have that comes up during the day. Like I can't imagine those camera guys like yourself and like those guys holding it on the back of the boats into the lives. Like
Yeah, and I
that's a
mean,
long day.
those guys that are out there all day with that big camera, it takes a man to do that. It's not easy, and they don't get a break. They're 6 days in a row, or
That's
at
right.
least 5 days in a row.
Uh-huh.
It's
I actually gave a bunch of guys some samples when I was giving the pro samples at these different
right.
tournaments. Same thing. Like you may even have more aches and pains as professionals got. So,
Yeah,
use it.
It's definitely worth looking into for anybody that has any pain issues. I mean, I can attest to it
That's right.
firsthand, and it's the last year I kind of realized that I gotta change some things about the way I'm living to get myself in shape. And
Yeah.
the Advil, I was taking 4 Advil in the morning and 4 in the evening, and to be able to get
That's a
off
lot.
that is it's a lot. To get
Yeah.
off of it is to me that in itself is a huge benefit.
And another thing about the fishing industry is a lot of guys, and I don't mean to minimize women in the industry because obviously we have a ton of them. We have Nikki Jo Hatton's going to actually be working our booth with us. She's a nurse and also on the pro staff and an aspiring elite series. She would like to be the first one to be on the elite series, woman to be on the elite series. So they have. We have that bravado. We don't really like to think that we have anxiety or that we have issues like that. And a lot of people men are coming out and just being more open about it. I mean, anxiety manifests. It doesn't have to be you're crawled up in a shell and you're scared to go out, and social anxiety. I mean, it manifests in many, many, many different ways. And I don't necessarily consider myself to have anxiety, but you can't deny that when you take CBD and ingest it, that it actually compartmentalizes those thoughts. That's a lot of reason. That's why these sleep capsules work so well. They do have melatonin in them, but they have 25 milligrams of CBD right before bed, and it allows you to compartmentalize those thoughts and not necessarily have them just swirling to where you
Right.
can't fall asleep. And so that's something else. Like this will help you. These capsules will help you focus in that tournament. What's your next decision? What are you throwing? What are the conditions doing? And instead of just being all scatterbrained or just missed a big fish, you can recover from that. It can really make you a better angler, not only with the pain reduction, but the anxiety reduction. I've had 8 different people personally say that they had suicidal thoughts, and CBD helps them, and they are still clients today using our CBD products. So,
It's
it
pretty
manifests in
amazing.
many different ways.
Nowadays I just can't say it enough. Anything that you can put into your body naturally that you benefit from is a plus. It seems like to me the first thing when you go to the doctor, they want to stuff you full of pills, and maybe it does help some people. I know for me personally, I'm not a big pill taker, and not something I want to do. So
well, and when I started this industry, or back in 2018, the first hemp dispensary, doctors were like, no, don't take that. They were very much against it. Well, now it's 2020, 21. You just heard Bill say that his physical therapist and doctor both said, yes, take it. Absolutely.
right.
Absolutely. And more people are understanding that. I mean, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag or anything, but burn victims, the first thing they should do when they get to a hospital, when they've got some major burns going on, is there should be intravenous CBD flowing through them immediately, because
Right.
it's a better anti-inflammatory than anything, and that's what's hurting you in the burns so bad, is the inflammation that comes about from it. So again, an underutilized market that's not even understanding about it. It seems like CBD's everywhere. It's in the gas stations, and everywhere you turn, it's there. But at the same time, people still don't really take it seriously or understand just how impactful it can be.
Right. And I think that dealing with somebody like you that truly understands it is opened my eyes completely to it, because it's not just for when you have a pull muscle or strain or something like that.
Mhm.
Um, Richard Hare wanted to know, and I know the answer, but I'm going to let you.
Okay.
I'm
I
going to
can't
let
see
you
the
answer it.
questions. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can see it. So, all right, Richard. Here's your answer.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I can't see it. I said
Oh,
I'm
you
in the
can't see it.
backstage
All
of
right.
the. Yeah.
Are the sleep capsules habit forming, and he's taking something now, and he doesn't like the drowsiness that he feels in the morning with it?
Well, the sleep capsules do have melatonin in it. They've got 10 milligrams of melatonin, so it's quite a bit of melatonin. And people react differently to melatonin. So that would depend on how you react to melatonin. Um, People are using the drink drops to help them sleep just simply because you're reducing that anxiety. And most times when people have trouble sleeping, it's because you can't turn your brain off. Like I've been taking a lot of CBD at night here the past couple of days because I'm gearing up, getting things ready for iCast, and I've got a million things in my mind to make sure to grab this, grab that, do this, do that, and it can be hard to sleep. And if you take that CBD, it gets into your system quickly. You're talking about 15 to 20 minutes. You've got the drink drops are in your system. You start absorbing the milligrams as soon as you put it, the drink in your mouth, and it helps without the melatonin. So if you are using something like melatonin currently, and it works for you sometimes, adding the CBD could be great. If you don't use melatonin, you don't know how you react to it. May want to try it, may not. You can just use CBD that can help you sleep at the right amount of time. I had a
But it's not habit forming, right?
No, there's not habit. It's not habit forming. That's one of the things they really condemn cannabis for. I mean, there's those jokes like what is it on Half Baked when he went to rehab? He said, "You in here for some weed?" Like they it's a common misconception that it's very habit forming, and I would say it's more mentally habit forming as far as smoking it and the act of it. But no, the only thing you're going to notice with CBD is once you start taking it and you've taken it for a while and you're taking it consistently and it's helping with your symptoms. If you stop taking it, you're going to go back to your pain that was
Right.
happening before, unless you do it through a physical rehab situation to where you've now rehabbed your body to where that isn't hurting anymore. If you're just a chronic pain person, if you've got the lupus or arthritis or any of the autoimmune type things that you're taking a gabapentin for or steroid or anything like that for inflammation reduction, CBD is a really, really important thing for you.
Right.
So I hope that
I
answers
think
this question.
we'll put me together a program when I see you on Tuesday, and again, if you can do something without taking the prescription medications, I think you're way ahead of the game. Trinity,
Absolutely.
I'm going to go ahead and shut this thing down here in a minute, but I want
Okay.
to talk about where people can go find the product.
Yeah, we brushed on that just a little bit. You can go to cashfromrelief.com and get it, of course. If you're a FishBrain user, we are listed on the FishBrain shop as well. You can also start to get it in the Panhandle and in the Georgia area currently with Big Rock Sports. And there are a few of those tackle shops, Lake Hartwell, Fish and Marine, Fisherman's Choice, Hooked Up, and Gulf Shores. They all have it. Other stores, I'm just not going to mention them all of them, but we're starting to get distributed through Big Rock Sports, so it's going to be more mainstream and nationwide soon. And that is our goal is to take the brand nationwide and have it distributed nationwide. We're talking to some online retailers also. So
Right.
other than FishBrain, you may be able to get it soon in some other places online. But cashfromrelief.com, you can go there to buy it, or my contact information's in there. If you've got any more questions about it, you can reach out to us on all our social media pages: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. What else am I missing there? TikTok now.
TikTok.
So you can reach out to me in a multitude of different ways, and we'd be more than happy to answer any questions. Put your mind at ease about what you're doing and what you're buying and how to use it, and catch some relief today.
That's right, buddy. And we'll go ahead and get a link up on Bass 365 as well.
Okay. I'll have you
Richard,
taken care of there at iCast. I'll get you a good box together.
Richard, I'll get you some samples and bring them back to you for sure, buddy. Thanks for all your support. Uh, Trinity, thank you for joining us, man. Sorry we couldn't get Bill involved. I'll give him a holler and get him set up, and we'll at least knock some video out down at ICAST. Again, man, great product, great, glad to be a part of it, and I'm excited to see where this thing goes.
Well, thank you for your support, Ricky, and the help that you've given us, and doing some videos with the pros there. That's another thing. If you go to Billy McDonald's page or Kyle Cordiana's page, whether it be YouTube or Facebook, there's some information there. They've given their testimonials out about the products, and
Right.
it's all out there. But yeah, we'll be more than happy and stay tuned for more at ICAST. We'll be doing some lives there, and we're definitely going to get some testimonials from some of the different fishermen in the pro industry.
Absolutely, man. I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. Thanks, Trinity.
Yeah,
have a good
Tuesday.
weekend.
Thanks.
All right, guys. There you go. That's the real deal on CBD and the benefits. And I would encourage everybody watching to go check out Catch Some Relief. Great product. He's got some good pros involved. We're gonna shut this thing down. I think I'm headed to the water, and maybe we'll have some fish pictures for you later on this afternoon. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you soon.